She thought she was going home. Her lawyer had boosted her confidence. Her mother waited, believing this would finally be the day she could take her daughter home. But then the judge uttered words nobody saw coming. Her mother screamed. Ky'Andrea started crying, begging for her mother. Even the judge later acknowledged that he believes she literally thought she was going home.
There's no doubt in my mind that Miss Cook believed she was going home.
But what led up to this emotional moment? How did things get so far that a young woman would walk into court with hope and walk out shattered? Ky'Andrea Cook was a teenager in Daytona Beach, Florida. She connected with a man through a social app called Meet Me. But this wasn't just a casual meetup. According to investigators, the encounter was part of a setup. When the man arrived, two others appeared. He was attacked, and his car was taken at gunpoint. Authorities later linked the setup to Ky'Andrea. They said she helped lure the victim to the scene. It didn't take long before she was arrested and charged for her role in the carjacking. And while she wasn't the one holding the gun, prosecutors made it clear, under Florida law, participation was enough to face serious consequences. Still, Ky'Andrea was young, with no prior violent record, and her family believed the court would go easy on her. Her public defender assured them that she would likely receive probation due to her age and lack of prior criminal record. In June 2017, Ky'Andrea entered a no-contest plea, trusting that she would be given a second chance. But the reality was far different, and it became one of the most shocking courtroom moments ever captured on video. When she walked into that courtroom, Ky'Andrea wasn't nervous, she was confident. Her attorney had told her everything looked good. She truly believed she was about to go home. Her mother was sitting just a few feet away, waiting to receive her daughter with open arms. But as the judge began to speak, the tone shifted. When the final decision was read, reality hit, and it hit like a ton of bricks. Deputies moved in, guiding Ky'Andrea away as she kept pleading, sobbing uncontrollably. Ky'Andrea's mother screamed. She froze for a moment, as if she couldn't process what she just heard. Then it sank in, and she completely broke down, powerless to stop what was happening. It was one of those moments that made even the judge pause, because he knew. She honestly believed she was going home that day. After that viral breakdown, her case took several unexpected turns. Her new attorneys filed a motion to withdraw her plea, citing manifest injustice. They argued that she had been misled by her previous attorney, who had assured her she would not face prison time.
I did tell her there was a good chance she would be going home on the 27th, but I never promised or guaranteed that she would.
There was no doubt in my mind. I thought I was going home.
And why was there no doubt in your mind?
Because he promised me I was going home.
When you talked to Mr. Scott, was he nice to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, was he professional?
Yes, sir.
Did you believe the things that he said to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He was telling me that I can go home on pre-trial release so I can finish school.
I never made any specific promises or guarantees. I was very optimistic that Judge Foxman was going to sentence her either as a youthful offender and or give her community control or probation.
If nothing else, a confusion as to what would happen, but there's no doubt in my mind that Miss Cook believed she was going home. So the manifest injustice that does exist here is not the sentence itself. It's the fact that you entered a plea, in my opinion, that was not free, knowing, and voluntarily entered, despite a thorough colloquy and the plea form. So the motion or request from you, Ms. Cook, to withdraw your plea is granted.
The judge agreed, acknowledging that the plea was not fully understood and that the standard for manifest injustice had been met. The 20-year sentence was vacated, and in April 2018, Ky'Andrea entered a new plea deal.
No context.
I'm going to accept that as a free, known, voluntarily entered plea. I'm going to set it for sentencing, but I am ordering that pre-sentence investigation. We all need that in our hands and digest it before we can set the sentencing. So you don't have a date just yet. Once that comes in to all parties, then we set the sentencing. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Her lawyer worked to renegotiate, hoping for a better outcome, but the justice system doesn't always offer happy endings. What followed were multiple hearings, long delays, and more legal back and forth. And after all of that, after the shock, the tears, the media attention, The final decision still left her facing years behind bars. She was sentenced to 11 years in prison, with 20 years of probation to run concurrently.
I'm going to adjudicate you guilty of all three offenses. As to count three, I'm going to sentence you to 11 years Florida State Prison, Department of Corrections. As to count 1 and 2, I'm sentencing you to 20 years probation. They are all going to run concurrent, meaning technically your probation starts now, even though you'll be incarcerated for the first 11 years.
Her cooperation in the case was a factor in the reduced sentence. While the sentence was still significant, it was a far cry from the initial 20 years. In 2023, Ky'Andrea attempted to have her sentence vacated, seeking a further reduction. However, the court denied her request, stating that the original sentence was appropriate given the nature of the offenses. It wasn't the ending she dreamed of, but it was the reality she had to face. Ky'Andrea's story is one of pain, mistakes, and lessons, but also a reminder of how quickly hope can turn to heartbreak inside a courtroom. So the next time you see someone smiling or acting confident in front of a judge, believing they're about to go home, remember Ky'Andrea Cook. If you found this story compelling, please like and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of cases that matter. Thanks for watching.